everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's makeup tutorial is going to really be featuring the Marvelous Mauve Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette. I just got this from my mom not too long ago, so it was on my wish list Wednesday a long time ago, I feel like. But I fell in love with this and I'm really excited that I got to use it. I will say that the pigment payoff is absolutely amazing. It blended out like a dream. It was super easy to use. However, there was a lot of kickback in the pan, so that is something to be aware about. But I still love the palette. So I'm really excited that I actually ended up enjoying this. And this is a very kind of monochrome makeup look, so it's very mauve-y. I also used Dose of Colors Stone, which I also got from my mom, so thank you to her for all of these makeup products. And yeah, this is pretty much a very simple, easy look. I hope that you enjoy, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you would like to stay up to date on all of my content, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye. So first I'm going to be using the Tarte Poreless Primer. I decided to use this because my pores have been acting up in my T-zone area, so I just took a little dab and I applied that all throughout my T-zone, and then for pretty much the rest of my entire face, I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And I decided to do this because sometimes whenever I'm using a luminous foundation, the Tarte Poreless Primer will actually kind of slip and slide the foundation around, so I wanted to make sure that it would stay for the entire day. Now I was just like in a weird position, but I decided to go in with concealer first instead of my foundation, but I am just using the NYX HD Concealer in the shade Beige to conceal underneath my eyes. Oh my god, I swear my dog is acting up so bad tonight. But anyways, I also applied it to my upper eyelid just to make sure that I have my veins concealed and I am ready to go in with a very nice base for my eyeshadows. So after I do that, I'm going to be using the Healthy Foundation by Physicians Formula. So I'm just taking the wand and applying that all over my face. And then after that, I'm going to buff it into the skin with my new IT Cosmetics foundation brush. I actually really enjoy the combination of this foundation and the IT brush. They work really, really well together. The brush definitely adds a lot of, what am I trying to say? It keeps the foundation opaque. So now to set all of that, I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, and I'm just taking the banana shade that they have in there to set my eyes for eyeshadow underneath my eyes, and then I believe I also set my T-zone as well, just because I do get oily throughout the day in that area. And then we are going in with the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves eyeshadow palette. I'm very excited that I was able to get this. My mom didn't like it, so she just gave it to me, which was very sweet of her. But I'm just taking that second eyeshadow. This is kind of like a very soft lilac shade, and I'm applying that directly into the crease. As you can see, this color has a lot of awesome payoff, so I wanted to make sure that this look was very blown out and natural looking without any harsh lines. So I'm really working this into the crease, and then as I have less product on my brush, I blend up towards the brow. Now I'm taking the third eye shadow in the palette, and I am just working this directly into the crease. As you can see, it's pretty much just one shade darker than the first one that we put on, so I'm applying that directly into the crease without going high. And then as you can see, I'm actually swirling my brush down as I have less product on it, because I wanted to make sure that, as I said before, it's very blown out and smoky looking, so I didn't want any harshness going on today. Now I'm taking this very beautiful kind of soft powdery shade. It's not a vanilla, it's almost like a very pale purple, but it's also white. So that's the best way I could describe it, but I'm just applying that into the inner corner to blend all of those colors together. And then I'm taking the fourth eyeshadow in the palette just to add a little bit more depth to that outer V, because it wasn't quite as deep in that outer corner as I was looking for. So I'm literally just patting this onto the outer corner and then slowly putting it into circular motions without bringing it up. Now I'm digging back into my Tarte palette, taking that vanilla shade to highlight the brow bone. And that's exactly what I'm doing, is just making sure that there is a separation between that purple eyeshadow and the eyebrow. I do this with all of my dramatic looks and pretty much every single look, just to make sure that there is that separation between the eyeshadow. Now I took a very bad shot of this, I apologize, but I'm just using the ColourPop Honey Dude eyeliner because I was wearing purple and I didn't want the inner rim to look red. And then I'm taking that second and third eyeshadow in the palette on a little pencil brush and just applying that into the lower lash line to complete the eyes. And then we are going in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I use the shade dark brown. So as you can see, I just draw a very, very short line like towards the inner part of my brow, and then I will slowly start making little stroking motions towards the outer tail, and then I just take the spoolie through it. It is literally as simple as that. I don't draw too harsh of lines. I just draw that very first line, as you can see right here, so I know exactly where I am going because the inner part of my eyebrow is not very structured. We have a lot of thinner hairs compared to the rest of my brow, but this pencil makes it so easy, and I'm really glad that I finally decided to jump on the bandwagon. Next up, I'm using my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and I did give each of my upper lashes a quick curl before I went in with this mascara. I love this. It is perfect for everyday use for upper and lower lashes. Now we're going back into that Tarte palette, and I'm just using, I believe, the shade Carrot. Can't remember exactly. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm just using that to bronze up the skin. And I'm using my Morphe, or oh my gosh, I'm sorry, my e.l.f. brush. Oh my god, I can't talk. And I'm just taking that onto the hollows of my cheeks as well as around the temple of my forehead to make sure that around the edges it kind of gives me that sun-kissed look, but I definitely don't want to add this to the center of the face because that really defeats the purpose of bronzing and contouring. Now for blush, I'm using the Too Faced blush, and I believe this is the shade Your Love is King, something like that. I have this same blush in another shade as well, but it has to do with love, so it's one of those. Next up, we have the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, which I actually just got from my mom. Again, she purged her makeup products and decided to give me a bunch of stuff. So this was in that, and I am so impressed, y'all. This was one of the smoothest highlights ever, not just from the drugstore, but ever. It was so beautiful. I was kind of nervous because it looked a little darker in the pan than I was expecting, but it turned out to be great. I also used it for a littleit of a blush topper as well because I definitely wanted my cheeks to have that dewy, luminous glow. And then for my lips, I'm using Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Stone. I know, I got it. I cannot believe, again, my mom came through for me and she was like, I don't like this color on me. So I was like, mine. And that is going to complete this makeup look. I hope that y'all enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. All right, y'all, so that is going to complete this very soft and mauve makeup tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.